Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to a special bonus episode of Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Unsealed court documents have revealed the names of several individuals associated with the late Jeffrey Epstein, including Prince Andrew, Duke of York. These documents are part of a defamation lawsuit filed against Ghislaine Maxwell by Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre in 2015. While the lawsuit was settled in 2017, the names remained confidential until now. U.S. Judge Loretta Preska ordered the release of these documents, finding no legal justification for redacting the names. Over 150 associates of Jeffrey Epstein are expected to be revealed as the documents continue to be made public. The documents contain testimony from various individuals, including Epstein victims, with claims and allegations related to various figures. It's important to note that the inclusion of these names does not imply any guilt or involvement in Epstein's activities. Prince Andrew, in particular, is mentioned 67 times in the documents, both with his royal title and as Andrew. The documents detail allegations against him, including claims that he touched a woman's breast inside Epstein's Manhattan apartment in 2001. Prince Andrew has consistently denied these allegations, and Buckingham Palace has stated that all accusations against him are categorically untrue. The court documents contain the testimony of Johanna Sjoberg, who recounts her encounter with Prince Andrew at Jeffrey Epstein's residence in New York in 2001. Ghislaine Maxwell, an associate of Epstein, and Virginia Giuffre, who later made and settled a civil sexual assault claim against Prince Andrew, were also present. Ms. Sjoberg's statement describes an incident in which she alleges that Prince Andrew touched her breast. According to Ms. Sjoberg, Maxwell presented a puppet of Prince Andrew as a great joke, and they decided to take a photo with it. In the photo, Virginia and Andrew sat on a couch with the puppet on Virginia's lap and Ms. Sjoberg on Andrew's lap. The puppet's hand was placed on Virginia's breast, and Andrew put his hand on Ms. Sjoberg's breast. This incident was captured in the photograph. When asked about the seating arrangements, Ms. Sjoberg focused on the part involving the touching of their breasts, stating, "Whether we were on a couch or a chair, I just remember the boobs part, the hand on the boobs." At the time, she was 20 years old and had initially been recruited by Maxwell, believing she would be an assistant. However, she soon realized that she was being encouraged to provide sexual massages for Epstein, which she resisted. She also believed that Virginia Giuffre, then 17 years old, appeared younger, as she couldn't enter a casino they had intended to visit. The released documents also included claims by Virginia Giuffre that she was directed to have sex with Prince Andrew, a claim denied in Maxwell's testimony. Prince Andrew has consistently denied any wrongdoing, including his settlement with Ms. Giuffre in 2022. In that settlement, he expressed regret for his association with Epstein and commended the bravery of Ms. Giuffre and other survivors for standing up for themselves and others. Prince Andrew, who is no longer a working royal, lost his royal titles and ended his official royal duties due to his connections with Epstein and legal disputes with Ms. Giuffre. Buckingham Palace does not comment on his behalf, but it had been previously expressed Prince Andrew's strong disapproval of exploitation and any suggestion that he condoned or participated in such behavior. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Laura Bundock, royal correspondent for Sky News, writes, Prince Andrew is still stalked by his decade-long friendship with Jeffrey Epstein, and the release of these documents was always going to be difficult. They certainly make for uncomfortable reading. Prince Andrew's cheerful appearance at Sandringham for the royal Christmas celebrations last month will be short-lived. Even bringing Fergie back into the fold cannot mask the continued scrutiny he faces. He has little to lose, but there still feels like a fresh embarrassment. If he thought it was all in the past, he was wrong. He might be welcomed privately, but publicly he remains a royal outcast. Royal commentator Kinsey Schofield told GB News, "It's an extremely uncomfortable time for the royals because when documents like this are released, it's like the worst game of telephone in the world. Somebody at the hair salon has misinterpreted a line or a television quote that they heard, and rumors just start going and it becomes bigger than you want it to be. So I think that he's likely in a really uncomfortable position and wants this to go away. I do think that the royal family is going to stand beside him no matter what. We saw it not only at Sandringham, but remember those clear pictures we saw of Prince Andrew in the car with both the Prince and Princess of Wales on the way to church at Balmoral. I think he has stressed to them that there are no more skeletons in the closet." She added, "It's not a great look, and I do think that you're as strong as your weakest team member, and unfortunately, he's their weakest team member. But they're going to stand by him. It's never complain, never explain. That's what their strategy is going to be. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This has been a special bulletin of Palace Intrigue.